Okay, let's continue. We have studied about the analytical method. That is some formula we have derived. The magnitude of the resultant is given by under root a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Okay, whereas the direction of the resultant vector, direction means angle beta we have found out. Angle beta is the angle between the resultant vector and the first vector. Theta is the angle between A and B vectors. Beta is the angle which the resultant is making with the first vector, and tan beta is equal to B sin theta upon A plus B cos theta. Okay, by parallelogram we have derived. We got the magnitude of the resultant to be this, and the direction of the resultant vector could be given by tan beta, which is equal to B sin theta upon A plus B cos theta. Okay, the same way you can derive it for triangle law of vectors. Okay, we know that let A vector and B vector are representing the two sides of a triangle taken in the same order. Then their resultant is given by the third side of the triangle taken in opposite order. Okay, here also you will do it yourself. Let this triangle, we name it as PQS. We took this to be T only. Let us take it to be T. Okay, from here, from the point Q, we draw one perpendicular meeting at a point U. If this angle, the angle between A and B vectors is theta. Resultant making with the first vector A is beta. Okay, angle between A and B vectors is theta. Resultant making with the first vector is beta. Okay, the same way you can derive it. This is a right angle triangle. PQU is a right angle triangle. Use the Pythagoras theorem. R square is equal to PU square plus QU square. PU can be written as PT plus TU. Okay, and QU will be equal to B sin theta. This is B sin theta, and TU is equal to B cos theta. Okay, exactly in the same manner. R square, A plus B cos theta whole square plus B sin theta square. What will you get? R is equal to under root A square plus B square. Okay, yesterday we did using parallelogram law. This is using triangle law of vector addition. Okay, by triangle law also you will get the same magnitude, same direction. Tan beta perpendicular upon base. Perpendicular is B sin theta, and what is the base? A plus B cos theta. Okay, so you get the same formula. So you will do it using triangle law also. Is that clear? Everybody, can you do it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly in the same way. Okay, now we come to this magnitude and the direction. Now let's see when is the resultant maximum. First case 1. When will be the resultant maximum for given A and B? Okay, for given A and B, when is the resultant maximum? When cos theta is maximum, R will be maximum when cos theta is maximum, and the maximum value of cos theta we know is 1. It cannot be greater than 1. Okay, so R will be maximum when cos theta is equal to 1. And when is cos theta equals to 1? We know that when theta is equal to 0 degree. That is the angle between A and B vectors is 0 degree. That is both the vectors are acting in the same direction. Then the angle between the two vectors is 0 degree and the resultant will be maximum. So theta is equal to 0 degree means both in same direction, both vectors in same direction. Okay, then the resultant is maximum. Okay, So here we have derived this formula when they are acting at some angle theta. When theta is equal to 0, put it over here. And what will be the maximum resultant? Find the maximum resultant. Under root a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta is how much? 1. This can be written as a plus b whole square. Under root of a plus b whole square is cancels out and it becomes a plus b. So what is the maximum resultant? A plus b. When both the vectors are acting in the same direction. So the resultant is maximum when the angle between the two vectors is 0 degree. That is, both the vectors are acting in the same direction. And what is the maximum resultant? A plus b. Now the same way you will find out when will be the resultant minimum. Second case, when is the resultant minimum? When cos theta is minimum. And what is the minimum value of cos theta? Resultant is minimum when cos theta is minimum. Yes, anyone, can you tell me what is the minimum value of cos theta?
-1.
The minimum value is -1. It is less than 0. The minimum value of cos theta is -1. And when is it -1? When theta is equal to 180 degree. That is, the two vectors are acting in the opposite direction. The two vectors are acting in the opposite direction, then the resultant is minimum. Now, how much will be the minimum resultant? Under root a square plus b square plus 2ab into -1. That is minus 2ab. How can it be written? A minus b whole square under root cancels out. So how much is the minimum resultant? A minus b. So the minimum resultant is a minus b. And when is it possible? When the angle between the two vectors is 180 degree. That is, the two vectors are acting in the opposite direction. And the maximum resultant is a plus b. When both the vectors are acting in the same direction. One more case here we'll consider. If the angle between the two vectors is 90 degree. If theta is equal to 90 degree, what will be the resultant? Cos 90 is 0. If the two vectors are perpendicular to each other. The two vectors A and B are perpendicular to each other. That is, the angle between the two vectors is 90 degree. Now let's find out the resultant. R will be equal to under root a square plus b square plus 2ab into cos 90. And cos 90 is 0. So what will be the resultant? Under root a square plus b square. What will be the direction of the resultant? Tan beta. B sin theta, B sin 90. Sin 90 we know is equal to 1. So B upon A plus B cos theta, 0, cos 90 is 0. So what is the angle? Tan beta is equal to B upon A. In this case, the direction will be along the direction of any one of the vector. In this case, the direction will be along the direction of the greater vector. A is greater, resultant will act in that direction. B is more, the resultant will act in this direction, in the direction of B vector. Is it clear? Understood?
Ma'am, please repeat the third
Yes,
case.
ma'am.
Third case.
Yes,
Theta
ma'am.
is 90 degree. If the angle between the two vectors is 90 degree. Use the same formula. R is equal to under root a square plus b square plus 2ab. What is theta? Angle between the two vectors is 90. Cos 90 is 0.
0.
So R is equal to under root a square plus b square. This is the magnitude. Direction tan beta. Tan beta we know is equal to b sin theta. Sin 90 is 1. So what do you get? B in the numerator. Denominator a plus b cos 90 degree. Cos 90 is 0. So B cos 90, this term is 0. So what do you get? B upon A. So the direction of the resultant vector is B upon A. Okay, or directly you can find out. This is a right angle triangle. Beta is the angle which the resultant is making with the first vector. Tan beta is equal to perpendicular upon base. Okay, B, perpendicular is B, base is A, tan beta. Either you can find out like this or use this formula. Okay, both the vectors acting in the same direction. Obviously, the resultant is also acting in the same direction as that of A or B. Here, the two vectors are in the opposite direction. So, the direction of the resultant vector will be along the greater vector. Suppose one force is 90 newtons towards right, the other force is 20 newtons towards left. What will be the resultant of these two forces? It will be 90 minus 20, that is 70 newtons. Now, in which direction it will act? Along the direction of the greater force, that is towards right. If B is greater, the resultant will act in that direction. Okay, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next is, write one question. Write down two forces, 3 Newton and 4 Newton are acting perpendicular to each other. Find the resultant force. Okay, now resultant force means in magnitude as well as in direction. You have to find out. Two forces, 3 Newton and 4 Newton, are acting perpendicular as shown in the figure. You have to find out the resultant force in magnitude as well as in direction. Okay, you have got 15 seconds time to find out the magnitude as well as direction. I have written the answer on the board. Are you getting the same answer?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the direction is
Yes, ma'am.
tan beta perpendicular upon base. Perpendicular is 4 Newton, base is 3 Newton. So tan beta is equal to 4 upon 3. Okay. Okay, next we'll study relative velocity in 2 dimensions. Relative velocity in 2 dimensions. In the previous chapter, we have studied relative velocity in 1 dimension. That is, the two bodies were moving with different velocities but in the same direction. Okay, now here they will be moving in different directions. So relative velocity, now here we'll discuss in 2D, 2 dimensions. That is, the bodies are moving in a plane. Okay, so how we define it? It is the velocity of one object with respect to other. That is the relative velocity of A object with respect to B. Okay, the formula is the same. VAB will be equal to VA minus VB. Okay, now let these two objects are moving in different directions. So whenever the two objects have different velocities, we find the velocity of one object with respect to other, which is called as the relative velocity of the first object with respect to second. Okay, in the previous chapter, we have discussed both the bodies were moving in the same direction, in the same straight line, that is one dimension. Now they are moving in different directions. Now let A object is moving with a velocity VA along this direction. Let B is moving along this direction VB. And then let the angle between them is theta. Okay. Let us assume that A is moving along this direction and B is moving along this direction. Okay, now here you have to find out VA minus BB vector, which can be written as VA vector is added to minus VB vector. VA vector is added to minus VB vector. So here we'll add A vector to minus VB vector. Okay, I will redraw this figure as this is VA vector, this is VB vector. And the angle between the two vectors is theta. That is, both the objects are moving in different directions, making an angle theta with each other. Now we have to add VA vector to minus VB vector. So first we'll find out minus VB vector. Minus VB vector, same length, same magnitude, opposite in direction. So here we draw the same length line but opposite in direction. Which vector is this? This is minus VB vector. Is it clear? VB vector is acting along this direction. Minus VB vector, same magnitude but opposite direction. Okay, now let us complete this parallelogram. This resultant will give VA vector added to minus VB vector, and VA vector added to minus VB vector is the relative velocity of A with respect to B. So what is this resultant giving? This resultant is giving VAB vector. Is this clear? Okay, VA vector, we have to add it to minus VB vector to get the relative velocity of A with respect to B. And we have assumed that let A is moving along this direction, B along, making an angle theta with each other. So first we find out minus VB vector, same magnitude, same length of the line, but opposite direction. Now this is one of the vector, this is the other vector. We complete the parallelogram, and this resultant we know is giving the VA vector added to minus VB vector, which is equal to VAB vector. Okay, now tell me what will be the angle between VA and minus VB vector. This angle is theta, so this angle will be equal to 180 minus theta. So what is the angle between VA and minus VB vector? 180 minus theta. Okay, now use the same formula. This is the resultant. This is A, this is B. R is equal to under root A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. So you will get the magnitude of VAB and also the direction of VAB. Direction we'll discuss later on. First find out the magnitude of VAB. Will you do it? Will you do? VAB is equal to, this is the resultant, VAB. Under root A square. What is A over here? VA square plus B square, VB square. Okay, here we are taking only the length of the line. Don't write minus VB. Only the length of the line. Plus twice A into B cos theta. What is A over here? VA. What is B over here? VB. Angle between them. What is the angle between VA and minus VB vector? It is 180 minus theta. It is 180 minus theta. So what is the magnitude of resultant? This is the one. Using the same formula, we have found out the magnitude. R square. R is equal to under root A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. A here is VA, length of the line VA. VB is the length of this line VB, which you will take it as positive only, plus 2 VA VB. And what is the angle between VA and minus VB? What is it? 180 minus theta. Okay. Cos 180 minus theta is equal to, anyone? We got the magnitude, only cos 180 minus theta. Here we have to write down what is cos 180 minus theta. Not studied in maths. Any maths student?
Minus cos theta.
Yes, minus cos theta. So it is equal to under root VA square plus VB square 2 VA VB minus cos theta. So minus I am writing here, minus cos theta is the magnitude of the relative velocity of A with respect to B. VAB is equal to under root VA square plus VB square minus 2A VAVB cos theta. Okay, this is the magnitude of the relative velocity. Can you find out the angle? The resultant making with the first vector. What is the first vector over here? This is VB vector minus VB vector, VA vector. Okay, what is the first vector? VA vector. This is the resultant which is giving VAB vector. Now this resultant making with the first vector, we take it to be beta. That is, you have to find this angle. What is that beta angle? Resultant making with the first vector. First vector here is VA. So you have to find out tan beta. Tan beta will be equal to okay, can you see it, or otherwise I'll rub this. Tan beta. Tan beta we know is equal to B sin theta upon A plus B cos theta. Okay, what is V over here? VB, second vector. Sin, what is the angle between VA and minus VB? It is 180 minus theta. Sin 180 minus theta upon VA plus VB cos, again the angle is 180 minus theta. What is the angle? Theta here is 180 minus between VA and V minus VB. The angle is 180 minus theta. Sin 180 minus theta is sin theta only. Cos 180 minus theta is minus cos theta. Okay, so bio students, note it down. Sin 180 minus theta, sin theta. Cos 180 minus theta, minus cos theta. So what is the direction? Tan beta is equal to VB sin theta. Sin 180 minus theta is sin theta upon VA cos 180 minus theta is minus cos theta. So is the direction of the relative velocity of A with respect to B. The relative velocity of A with respect to B. This is the magnitude and the direction is given by tan beta. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the only thing VA minus VB vector. So you will draw one vector minus VB vector. Now the angle between VA and minus VB will be 180 minus theta. So wherever theta is there, you have to put 180 minus theta. So you will get sin 180 minus theta, which you will take it as sin theta, cos 180 minus theta minus cos theta. So here you get the relative velocity of one object with respect to other in 2 dimensions. Okay, now here also we'll study the relative velocity of rain with respect to a moving man. A person is moving along one direction. Let's find out the relative velocity of rain. Note it down all this. Shall I rub it?
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, hurry up. I give you 10 seconds more to note down. Okay, next, relative velocity of rain with respect to a moving man. Okay, here we'll study in which direction he has to hold the umbrella. Okay, if the person is also moving, okay, then if he holds the umbrella vertically upwards, he will be wet. So he has to hold the umbrella in a particular direction. Let's find out that angle and the magnitude of the rain with respect to the moving man. Okay, now here we consider that the rain is falling vertically downwards. Vertically downwards means no wind is blowing. If the wind is blowing, the direction of the rain will not be vertically downwards. So no wind, no other force. The rain is falling vertically downwards. This is the velocity of the rain in the downward direction. And let the man is moving. Let us assume that he is moving towards right. This is the velocity of the man. Okay, and what do you have to find out? Relative velocity of rain with respect to man. Of rain with respect to man, we know that it would be equal to VR minus Vm vector. So it would be VR minus Vm vector. Okay, so minus Vm vector, same magnitude, opposite direction. This is minus Vm vector. Okay, now VR minus Vm. These should be acting along the two adjacent sides of the parallelogram. So here we draw another vector, equal vector, VR vector. We draw another vector, VR vector, equal vector. Now these two are representing the adjacent sides of the parallelogram. If you take these two vectors, these are not representing the adjacent sides of the parallelogram. You complete the parallelogram, but the direction will not be as such. So VR and minus Vm vector. Now these are acting along the adjacent sides of the parallelogram, and the resultant, that is VR vector added to minus Vm vector. How can we write down? VR vector added to minus Vm vector. This is minus Vm vector. VR vector added to minus Vm vector will give the resultant, and the resultant is the relative velocity of rain with respect to man. So this resultant is VRM vector. Now will you find out its magnitude as well as direction? Hurry up before I end the class. Find its magnitude as well as direction. Magnitude of VRM under root A square. What is A over here? VR. VR square plus B square. How much is it? Vm square plus 2 VR into Vm into cos of angle between the two vectors. What is the angle? 90 degree, and cos 90 is 0. So what is the magnitude of the relative velocity of the rain with respect to man? It is under root VR square plus Vm square. Now let's find out the direction also. Direction is this resultant making with the first vector. That is beta angle. Tan beta is equal to, okay, directly you can use there. Tan beta is equal to perpendicular upon base. Perpendicular is how much? Vm. Base is how much? VR. Or you use the formula B sin theta upon A plus B cos theta. You will get the same thing. So here perpendicular is Vm. Base is VR. Vm upon VR. This is the direction of the relative velocity of rain with respect to a moving man. So in which direction you should hold the umbrella? Let us extend this line. If this angle is beta, this angle is also beta. So the person is moving along this direction. So he has to hold the umbrella making an angle beta with the vertical, then only he will be saved from the rain. If he holds vertically upwards, he will be wet. Okay, just think of it. When you move in a rain, if the rain is falling vertically downwards without no wind is blowing, then you have to hold the umbrella, making some angle with the rain in the forward direction. Okay, because the person is moving forward. So in which direction he has to hold the umbrella? Making an angle beta. Okay, note it down.